Hello admirals and welcome back to my channel where I talk to you about Battlefleet Gothic, the space fleet game based in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. And welcome back to the second of these battle reports. As previously, we're going to go in sequential order. So the second mission and scenario in the original rulebook was called The Bait. And like last time, I'll go into the scenario in a little bit for you before we talk about the battle port and then provide a bit of a summary at the end about why we think it won and who won and why and what happens and how to play it. But in this scenario, you essentially have one fleet chasing another ship, trying to bait the opposition into bringing a fleet forward that then they can ambush. So that's kind of what it simulates. There is a little bit of a quirk with the victory point conditions, though, and a change of rules on it. And so if you're the original rulebook, you've got different victory conditions to if you have a newer one or the remastered one from 2007. So, yeah, let's go into that and have a chat about the scenario and that quirk that is pretty unusual. So like last one, going into the scenario to start off with. So scenario 2, the bait. So a lone ship has been sent into a system to lure out the defending forces in extended pursuit. Unknown to the pursuers, the fleeing vessel has some friends lying in wait up ahead. So this is all about baiting the other fleet and then trying to catch them with an ambush. So the forces in this scenario is classed as a raid, so up to 750 points worth of fleets, and they're divided between the pursuing forces and the pursued force, the one that's baiting. So the pursuing forces, they get up to 500 points of fleet, and then the pursued forces, the one that is baiting, gets one ship or a squadron up to 250 points worth initially, and then you have an additional 500 points of reinforcements that you can choose to bring on. Now, they have given you a little bit of a battle zone brief here as well, where they say that it's likely to take place in the outer reaches of the edge of a system. So in previous videos, I talked about how you select the playing table into terrain, but it gives you a little bit of a prompt as to what to use in this. But you can use anything really, but it gives you a little bit of a prompt, which gives you then an ability to roll to generate some of the outer reaches and what terrain is actually on the field. But then this is an interesting setup because the pursued vessels, the one ship that has been picked for 250 points, gets placed in the center of the board, and then the pursuing vessels have to be placed 60 centimeters away from it on one of the small edges. So, and then the first turn goes to that running away ship, the ship that's trying to bait that pursuing force. Now, the ones that are baiting here, they take the first turn, like I said, and even on turn 1, you can start bringing on reinforcements if you wish. They can be deployed in the first turn. You can do it on first turn, but they can be deployed up to 30 centimeters along the table edge. But for every turn that you hold them off, they get another 30 centimeters. So, for example, if you have a slaughter class cruiser entering as a reinforcement on turn 4, it can be placed on the short table edge, or it can be placed up to 90 centimeters along one of the long edges. So when you bring in your reinforcements is part of the tactical nuance of this. And if you're the pursuing force, you want to try and capture and catch that fleeing ship as soon as you can, and then potentially wheel round to see where their reinforcements are potentially coming in from. The game goes for as long as it wants, essentially, until one fleet disengages or is destroyed. And that kind of is what's happened in our battle report coming next. But the victory conditions is what's interesting with this one, because in the original Blue Book, the standard victory points were earned as usual for ships crippled or destroyed. But then in addition, the pursuing fleet gains bonus victory points equal to the points value of any reinforcements brought on to help the bait ship, which is interesting because that was in the original rulebook. In 2007, it was changed, and that was removed, and it was literally just standard victory point conditions, which I can understand because in the original book, and we played this to see how it would affect the game, and I'll go into that a bit later on, but when we talk about the battle report and then the summary at the end. But we kind of looked at this, but essentially any reinforcement that the pursued forces had would immediately essentially give up those victory points. It didn't even need to be destroyed for that to be given. So the pursued forces were already at a sort of a disadvantage points-wise and had to come in and do a bit of damage. So I can understand why that was then subsequently changed. But let's go into the battle court now and check out the fleets and see how it all started off. All right, you got 500 points. Do you want to?
Yep, so we've got 2 strike cruisers, just your standard with Thunderhawk squadrons, and then just 4 Gladius escorts.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah. So I've got a Hades and 2 murders and a set of idolaters for my my fleet. Oh, we're going to run the bait and let's see who's going to be the attacker and defender. So pursuer. All right, I've got a 6. All right. Hey! Okay, well, let's roll again.
Oh,
well, dice are hot.
no, you get it.
Yeah! Yeah, so it's good. So these guys are going to be pursuing this guy. And I've realized that I had originally placed the wrong ship. So now he's actually the Acheron. Yeah, and I get to bring on my ships as I need. So we'll see how he goes. All right, I think first turn, we just got to go for a run, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to be fucking blasting it.
I know, I think I've got to run away and hope for the support, but you just automatically get the points, right? So I don't really know what to do.
My aim, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I think I am going to attempt to do a come to new heading and come round.
Woo!
So I'm going to try and do that.
Try and get some Lances on me. Oh!
I think we're good. We're good with this with an 8. Yeah, we're all right. We're all right. So I can do 25, and then I can do 2 moves to try and get back into range for that.
I know it's semi-suicide, but they've got enough armor. I believe in them.
Blood Angels, they just want to go get in, right?
That's it. They want to kiss of death.
You know what would be good for your Blood Angels fleet? Is to do 1 ship black.
I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
I've got 1 gold too.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I left the big battle barge, Dante's Honor or something, at home. No orders. Not yet. They're just flying.
They're just, running him down, I reckon. Stern was kind of cagey. It was kind of closing with the enemy, essentially. Gary didn't want to put anything on orders and kind of pushed forward. I made my very first mistake with too much exuberance straight off the bat with this one. I used the Acheron to come to new heading and try and turn back towards the enemy Blood Angels fleet. That was probably a mistake. I should have probably moved around the asteroids, hidden a bit more, rather than get all excited and want to shoot at the Gladiuses incoming and rushing me. I think I should have, in hindsight, brought the fleet together a lot sooner and a lot quicker. And then Gary would have had to deal with multiple targets rather than focusing just on the actual bait ship. So that was totally on me. I got too excited playing again and came to new heading and... yeah, I think that allowed the Blood Angels to close easier, and then kind of focus solely on that ship while my other 2 ships coming in later. They came in too piecemeal. So, but I'll get into that in a sec. So yeah, I came to new heading and Gary closed, and that was pretty much turn 1. The region known as Carpathia Reach, a dust-wreathed expanse on the edge of the Tibidia sector, has long been a haunt of warp storms and broken vessels. It was here that the Acheron-class cruiser, Unholy Reflection, bearing the sorcerer of Othazian, was isolated and pursued by the Blood Angels strike wind under the commander of Captain Lucian Ardent, master of the 6th Company. Okay, we're just going to move. I think we're just going to move forward 10 and try and move, maybe move forward again.
Ooh.
To then get at least a couple of shots off. It's not going to be much, but it might be something.
Well, he's got lots of range.
He does. He's got 60 on a couple of his lances. So
does he have any weapons batteries?
He does. They're on the prow. They can fire left and right as well.
That's it. It's only like 6.
They're not very good, though.
Yeah,
nah.
It's not many.
Nah. But let's give that a go. Let's move forward and do that. And as part of my second turn, I am going to bring on one of my murders. So I'm going to bring it along the long edge. I can do up to 60 along here. So give that a go. It's all good. It's all good. All right, first rolls. This thing is going to send a couple of lances, and we're going to go. I think that's the closest. I think. So first roll's shot in anger. Let's see if we get some lances. We get 1 blast marker. That's it. So we lose the 5. No orders on these guys yet?
Not yet. I'm going to keep it at fairly conservative.
Well, I think it's still going to be in range though to hit me pretty hard. Yeah. I like it because you just bully that ship and then you can swing round to bully this one.
That's the proper turn.
All right, that's 1. All right.
Let's go.
And it'll be the same again.
Oh shit! And 1 again.
1 again. Okay, that's another shield. Yeah, turn 2. It's a little bit cagey at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah, a bit cagey, but it'll be interesting to see how I can turn this maybe around. No surprise that turn 2 was also a little cagey. I had brought on a murder, but weirdly, in the rules for the bait, it doesn't say you can actually activate or do anything with the ship straight away in that turn, but it doesn't actually preclude that either, which we felt was probably a little gamey for a ship to come on and then do stuff, but there's nothing in the rules preventing you that, so maybe one day play a game where those rules apply and see if that changed the result. But essentially, I brought on a murder and let it sit there, essentially, where I think, in reality, I could have moved it, but it felt a bit weird. But Gary's, again, didn't choose to do any orders in this turn. I decided to move forward and kind of hopefully tank a few hits, which my Acheron did put out some lance shots, long-range lance shots at that range, and managed to really do very little, to be perfectly honest, which was kind of the sum of the entire of this game for me. But again, a little bit cagey, a little bit kind of range finding, and that was really turn 2 as well. The only holy reflection translated from the warp, trailing residual empiric discharge, signs of a rushed exit, perhaps feigned weakness. The Blood Angels seized upon this and initiate pursuit, their strike cruisers advancing in close formation with the Gladius squad screening ahead. The Acheron's prow lances spat witch fire and ion flares scything through the void at the targets, but none hit their mark. Alright, turn 3, we're going to bring another bad boy on, and we're going to bring him on the other side.
Because you know what,
It's going to come on the other side, it's going to go over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Turn 3 comes on, and we've got that bad boy coming on as well. So,
is this another murder?
Yeah, they're just going to all be murders, because I couldn't be bothered to really think. Right, we're going to try and lock that ship on, so at least I've got something. Right. So, on 9s. Yeah, he's going on lock on. Awesome. Okay, first aims at the game, so we're going to put his guns into this after passing a leadership test. 5s.
Shit.
Well, I get a reroll though as well, thanks to lock on. Hey, that's 1 dead and 1 shield there. Yeah, I definitely did need that. And I think now I'm going to try and wipe out that squadron with the lances. I mean, I could try and pick on things, but...
This guy?
Nah, he's got lances as well, yeah. I'm going to play that I can't use him. He's just come on and I can't use him. That's what we're going to go with, yeah. Because I think it's too gamey. I think it is anyway.
Yeah, too gamey.
Yeah, I think it is. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna put lances and try and wipe that squadron out. I'm actually gonna put my 4 lances into these guys, and then I'm gonna use this boy to go for that one. So let's yeah. So 4 lances. Let's see if this works. Okay, thank God for lock on, right?
Nice.
Or maybe not.
1 shield. Beautiful.
This guy has 2 lances at 60, so passing these ships to fire at that one. Done. See if I can actually kill it. I can't. Oh my god. Okay. Well, Blood Angels are leaving a charmed life right now, aren't they? Gonna shoot me from behind.
That's what she said.
Ooh.
He's like that. I can turn car at the end.
Yeah. Turn 90.
So I mean, this guy's good.
So yeah, weapons battery 8, moving away. Within 15, 8 dice. 6 dice. You need 5s, so that's 2. Yep, his shield's gone.
But
Now he's going to get absolutely killed by that thing.
now this guy.
So this guy again, it's all the same again now. So on 5s. There's a 1. Okay. Is it critical?
Nope.
No. Okay.
And 3 for his bombardment cannon.
Yeah. 2 for the bomb.
Sorry.
2, yeah. On 4s.
2 6s.
Hey, are they critical?
I'd say I can picture that. Looks nice.
God damn it. I really should brace, shouldn't I?
1.
Oh, 1. Okay, hang on. So that's caused 3 points of damage here. So that's crippled.
Yep.
And you've definitely got a critical hit. So let's see what the critical hit does. 7. That is fire.
Fire!
My poor Acheron is on fire.
First squadron? Or do you do it per
No, you do it for the wave. Because it's 1 wave, right?
5?
You're fine. Yeah, that's fine. All good.
It's sort
They go in. Well, I needed turrets to sort me out, and I've just rolled 3 6s. Unbelievable. Turn 3, it really started to kick off a little bit more. With again the Gladiuses moving in along with the strike cruisers now into full Acheron range. And I could move one of my murders up towards and brought another murder on, which again I didn't activate because it had come on that turn. So suddenly I had 3 ships on the board, which was good. But to Gary's credit, he ignored the 2 new ships essentially and focused all on the Acheron. Didn't really do any damage in this one, but really did allow me then to the distance had been closed, so it allowed me to put some shots in, and I really did think that I could kill probably 1 or 2 of the Gladiuses, but that didn't quite work out with my rolls, as you saw. So I did manage to kill 1 of the Gladiuses, but unfortunately then, yeah, no dice for the rest, and my murder at the back end throwing out long lances also did nothing. So what it meant that the Acheron was kind of staring down the barrel of multiple strike cruisers and a relatively healthy squadron of Gladiuses with my other 2 ships really out of the game at this point. And again, that was probably my error of not rushing them in. I probably should have done that in hindsight, but again, I got too excited trying to fire at the Gladiuses, I think. But this then swapped, and really the initiative then fell with Gary, I think, and turn 4 was where it kind of went completely wrong for me. Augurs detected 2 additional warp signatures, Tzeentchian reinforcement cruisers emerging from the Imperium like predators breaching an ocean's surface. The Shrine of Screams and the Hollow Vow began their advance, plasma drives igniting in baleful hues. Despite this, the Blood Angel of Vox was alive, and their strike cruisers pressed on. The Sanguinis Fidelis and Crimson Oath accelerated to ramming velocity, boarding torpedoes and Thunderhawks launched in synchronized fury, hammering into the unholy Reflection's flanks. The Chaos Cruiser's gun decks burned blue as demons tore free, screaming in warp tongues. Bolt of fire and chain swords answered them, crimson-armoured angels of death cutting a swathe through corrupted steel corridors. Okay, so I'm going to try and all-ahead fill this guy, because this guy needs some support, and he needs to get in the fight now. So, let's try and do that. Yeah, all-ahead full. Yeah. Alright. He might be crippled, but he's going to give it a go, right?
We've still got a healthier fleet now.
Well, it's 2 on 2 now, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you've got some escorts. Yeah. So we're going to start off with the weapons battery 10 into this guy. Yeah. Oh, no, not with that. No. Gary rolled a 9. So weapons battery 10. Closing capital ship is 7 dice. But strike cruisers being strike cruisers, I need 6s here. Well, got 1. Eh. It's alright, I suppose.
Alright.
Didn't reload.
Did not reload.
Okay.
But I might board you anyway.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, both of them are going to go in.
Yes, that is awesome.
Boom, boom, boom. And I'll put him on the other side.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's all good.
Just for I'll have them facing the same way.
Oh, Blood Angels boarding. They see them. They see Horus aboard.
Yeah, we want to fight.
5 dice from those guys. You need 5. Over here. Alright.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's about time. Some wins.
Terrible.
Yes.
This guy.
Yeah,
These
so
dice are
that's going to
two,
be 2 dice. Yeah, 2 dice. 5s again. Hey!
Damn.
Gladius is whiffing it.
All right.
But really, the important bit's about to happen, isn't it? This is so unfair. It's not even like it's not even like.
The sons of Sanguinius are victorious.
It's not even close. It's not even close. Like, oh my god!
Should have brought my Dante model or something just to.
Just put it there. Yeah, 100%. I'm afraid I don't have a Dante model. I'm afraid. It wasn't even close. Absolutely annihilated them in close combat boarding. I should also note that in turn 3, the Gladiuses did maneuver in and put some real good shots onto the actual Acheron as well, and did a little bit of damage. So it really did bring it down. I think it crippled it, to be perfectly honest. And in turn 3, so I was really struggling at that point with that crippled heavy cruiser. So yeah, then turn 4 hit, and I really couldn't do much, to be perfectly honest. And then I was boarded. So 2 strike cruisers boarded the Hades. No, not Hades, Acheron. It's just because I get used to playing with the Hades so much. But they boarded the Acheron and utterly overwhelmed it. It wasn't even close. It was a full-on massacre aboard that heavy cruiser. Totally hulked it. It wasn't even worth rolling the d6 for boarding because that's how far ahead they were, quite frankly. So utterly destroyed the ship and hulked it. And realistically, that was the Blood Angels' mission, really, to go kill that bait ship. And that was a successful, really, chase down by Gary by turn 4. And no matter bringing the 2 murders in to take pot shots, which I did eventually then cripple one of the strike cruisers left out, it just kind of meant that was kind of it for the Chaos Fleet in this regard. Balthazian's sorcery broke the minds of several boarding marines, twisting their senses into kaleidoscopic madness, but it evaded him little. As the ship's reactors began to overload, Chaplain Mortis Valerian led a final push into the bridge sanctum, where he impaled Vorathian on his Crozius Carmen with a roar that drowned even the dying ship's wails. And with that, the Acheron-class heavy cruiser vessel died. My last set of reinforcements have arrived. Yeah, so I'm not sure they're going to do very much, but after a death of a cruiser, my poor Acheron. Okay, see if we can actually do something with against this. If I can kill a cruiser, I'm back in the game a bit, but I don't think so somehow.
And I'll be going, see ya.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything there. I'm shooting at that guy, yeah. You are definitely bracing him, yes. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to try and do weapons battery 10 into him, and then we're going to do lances from this guy into him. So we'll see how that goes. But weapons battery 10, moving away, and we'll go from there. Let's try 7 dice, but we need 6s. Okay,
Great.
okay,
Not bad.
okay, that's not bad. So that's its 2 shields gone, and you've got 1 to save.
No.
Ooh, all right, we've actually done 1 point of damage for once. That's my first point of damage, I think, apart from the 1 kill, right? Like,
yeah.
You get these braced, so yeah, you get to save them. So I just rolled 2 6s, and 2 saves. Okay, it failed. All right, well, that's now a crippled strike cruiser. The murders coming in hot.
You might take this bad boy. That will just confirm what I want to do.
You are going to make them run away, aren't you?
Yeah.
So all of them are running away. Okay, so that one's gone. Yep. All right, next one, you need 9.
Yep.
Yeah, gone. All right.
And he's going to do his 10 centimeters. Have you got your?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So that one.
Do I have to be facing this way, don't I?
No, you can just zone them out. They just,
I'll
yeah. It's fine. But you may want to move them because then if you're within 15, there might be things. So you might just want to move it forward and then, then technically you're supposed to move them forward, your cruisers, and then zone them out. Okay, but you just need to.
He's a 9.
Yes, he's a 9. Loves it. He's gone. Ooh. Okay. Now this guy's crippled, so he's a -2 his leadership. Are you leaving him there, or is he?
I'll try and walk him out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, he's staying. He's well and truly staying in the fight,
He's
right?
the sacrifice.
So, yeah. But by warping them out, there's no way I can win this game now. So, well done, but I want to still try and kill that.
Okay.
So, yeah. We will go to the final turn to see if I actually can kill that thing. Turn 5 was the last turn, quite frankly, with my Acheron completely hulked and drifting towards asteroids. My 2 murders did come in and do a little bit of damage and managed to really cripple and damage a strike cruiser. But realistically, not much else I could do, really. Realistically, for me to win the game, I had to really cripple and kill the other ships on the board, completely wipe it. If I'd killed 2 of the cruisers, then I could have won under the 2007 rules. But I had to kill all of them under the original rules in the 99 rule book. So that was never going to happen, quite frankly. So... and then in Gary's turn, he did exactly what he needed to do, and he warped out. So he came in, murdered the bait ship by boarding it by turn 4, and then warped out. One of the ships did stay in play, but in reality, we kind of basically called it there because all the other ships had left with their mission accomplished. So a really solid win for Gary in this game in the Blood Angels. Under both 2007 and 99 rules, we worked out the victory points, and the Blood Angels would have won in both situations. So no real change there. But I think moving forward, recommend using the 2007 rules. I think the 99 ones makes it very hard for the person who is running away as the bait to win that game if they're bringing on reinforcements. As the murder class reinforcements closed, the Blood Angels enacted immediate warp withdrawal. Their mission was complete. The heretic was dead. Both strike cruisers translated safely. The losses among the escorts were total. The Tzeentchian cruisers prowled through the wreckage, collecting fragments of the Acheron's hull. Whether for vengeance or further ritual, no one could say. There you go, Admirals. The bait scenario 2. Battle report for you all. Really cool mission. I think, like I said, I'd recommend using the updated 2007 victory point conditions. I think otherwise it's very difficult for the actual person who's being pursued to win the game. They basically immediately, if they bring on reinforcements, give up those points, essentially. So it makes it very, very difficult. So highly recommend you use the 2007 victory points, which is essentially kill and destroy anything. Makes it a fun sort of mission. It's fun from that 500 to 750 point range because it gives you an opportunity to try out different ships and how they work, ranges and that sort of thing. So I highly recommend it. It's a good one, but definitely use the 2007 one. Good victory for Gary, the actually noob in this one with his Blood Angels. He'd never used that fleet before. So great, they got an outing and 100% win record now with that. Played the game perfectly, honestly, from Gary's position. He moved forward. He, changing anything, could have zoomed forward with like an all-ahead full order, but chose to stay cagey and kind of wait to see what I did. I definitely made a massive blunder in my excitement to play the game. Very first turn, instead of coming to new heading and facing down the strike cruisers on its own, I probably should have gone round the asteroid field, hidden a little bit more, allowed my other 2 murders and then eventually my escort squadron to come in and support it a bit better and have a bit of a pronged approach. I was happy with the pronged approach. The historical, bullhorns approach from strategy. You have one solid limit in the middle, and then you have something coming around flanking, and that's exactly what the murders were going to do, along with an escort squadron as a bit of a backup. But I timed it wrong, and I made blunders there. So anyone can do it. Quite frankly, sometimes everyone makes mistakes. But that was my excitement. I was too excited to take on the Blood Angels, quite frankly. But great tactics from Gary to kind of wait out and push forward, and then board hard and win really that and kill that main cruiser. Once that was down, there was very little I could do at that point. So really, really fun. I would, definitely mistakes from my end. I will learn from that one. Don't be so eager to get into the fight. What do you think, Admirals? Did you enjoy the battle report? I hope you did. If you enjoyed it or you'd like to see more of these, let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz to get more BFG content out there for everyone. And the next scenario we will do will be obviously number 3. We're going to go in sequential order. So number 3 in the blue book will be next. I believe that's another raiding one to do. So I hope you enjoyed the video, Admirals, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.